Hey, sis.
Hey, sis.
You look cute. I love your outfit.
You.
I want you to introduce yourself to the people.
Hey, you guys. My name is Chanel Douglas.
Okay.
I go by Coco the Jeweler, as you can see outside, you know. But I am the owner of the Coco's Collection. What you feel like was the most toughest time in your life? Like, I ain't gonna say toughest time in your life. What is one thing that you feel like you had to overcome that was tough to you, but you got through it?
The toughest thing I had to go through was getting over a relationship. That was the toughest thing. Like, I swear to God, I thought I wasn't gonna never, when I say never, go get over that. But it took some time, but y'all, I definitely had to get over that shit. What you think your toughest time was?
I feel like mine probably was... My toughest time that was most challenging to me was changing myself. And I feel like it was kind of changing myself like on some type of time. How can I put it? When you stuck in your ways and you don't see nothing wrong with what you do, but when you ask somebody, 10 people can tell you the same thing that's wrong with yourself, but you don't think it's wrong, so you think them 10 people like lying. It took a lot for me to change. I feel like that was like kind of the toughest thing that I had to overcome because it was like a battle within myself.
So you feel like it happened like over time or like...
It happened like kind of over time, and then it also happened like... I felt like it was slow, but it was kind of fast. Like, it was in the middle. So, like, it really happened over a period of time because I had this feeling that I didn't know what I was feeling. But not knowing... Because, like, in Black community, we don't really talk about depression for real. Ooh, so, like, I didn't know what I was feeling. Right. So, like, with that being said, I'm just, like, on some type of time, like... I got this feeling, but I don't know what this feeling really is. Mm-hmm. But how can I overcome this feeling when you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
I definitely feel you.
It was like I was at a battle with myself. So like it took me some time to overcome it. It took me a period of time. But when I finally recognized what was going on, I was able to overcome it so fast because I prayed to God. Like I remember,
that's the one on God.
Yeah, like
when you pray to God, bro, I swear to God, like God. On some prayer works.
It works.
It works like no other. That's why I always be telling people, like, pray, bro. Pray. And I swear, like, it's like your world just kind of, like, changing in a sense. When you start, like, doing the work, but also praying, it's like everything just start, like, slowly aligning for you in a sense. You get what I'm saying?
And that's how it's supposed to work. And that's why I say it's like, I feel like it did kind of, in a sense, I could say it happened like kind of slow but fast, but I appreciate it. Like I appreciate it.
You for real, you gotta appreciate stuff like that happen because like don't be valuable lessons in there. You get what I'm saying? Like especially seeing from where you once was into where you at now, seeing that growth. You get what I'm saying?
And it was so tough though. It was so tough because I really had I don't give a fuck attitude. Man, they tripping. Like, bro, you ain't finna tell me I'm me. Right. How you finna tell me I'm wrong? But once I really sat down and I looked at what people I swear to God, my mom used to always tell me, your attitude bad. You pretty, but you're so ugly. And I never understood the meaning of that. So, like, just knowing that I was stuck in that era for so long, over a long period of time, that's why I feel like it was a short period of time because I was like that for majority of my life growing up.
Right.
Like you
was around, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it was kind of like you was a cousin, but at the same time, like you knew that you needed to change in the sense. You knew what the road that you was going down
was not.
It wasn't. So you wanted to change. You get what I'm saying? So I wholeheartedly understand that.
Okay. I'm gonna change subject.
Let's change the subject.
Miss Boo. What is How can I put your ideal man? Sis, what it is? What it is?
My idea of a man, like his qualities and stuff. Like,
like what's like? Okay, when you feel like you want to get to dating again, you feel like what do you want in a man, a husband, like this man, like for him to really not, like to really be your little like you
can really be my little you gotta come with the little you gotta be that nigga, you gotta be that nigga. I feel like my husband, and I always say my husband because I think long term, you get what I'm saying? Like I ain't talking about no boyfriend, I ain't talking about a little woo-to-woo, a little sneaky link, like
none of that.
I want a man. And so with that being said, I feel like my man, for one, you gotta have the same mindset as me. I can't be the one mind. Meet me on this level, or you finna, you know what I'm saying? You finna teach me some shit. I can't bring you up with me. I'm sorry.
I'm tired.
So sorry.
I'm tired. I ain't got no muscle right now. Like,
oh God, you gotta have the same mindset as me.
Yeah.
Then you gotta be a protector.
Ooh.
You gotta be. I want my man to be a protector. He need to be a good listener, a provider. He need to have, you know what I'm saying? Like.
You gotta have it together.
You gotta have it together. I'm sorry. I ain't fuck all that. For real.
Okay.
No, for real, man. How you want your man to be, sis?
First and foremost, understanding.
That's a good one too. That's a good one too.
I know I'm a piece of work. I know. Just bear with me, baby. Just bear with me.
And let me have my way just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Damn.
But I'm gonna be good to you.
Right,
like, I know how to treat a man. So like, when I say bear with me, I just, be getting a little rowdy sometimes, But I'm sorry, babe. I love you. Right. Just give me 10 minutes to myself now.
Right. Let me have my little spiel. You get what I'm saying?
I'll be, come on now. So that's why I say understand, because like, I want him to be able to understand that sometimes I am grumpy. And I am grumpy because like, I'm the only child. Like, I'm not used to, I'm not used, and I ain't gonna say, I don't really like being around too many people for a long period of time.
Right. I understand that.
I need you to understand that, baby. And like, if you my equal though, my people, I'm gonna say my equal wing people. You know, we people. Right. If you like that to me, like first of all, he gotta be my best friend. So definitely. Like you my best friend. So like, I ain't really gonna get tired of you, but if I do, just give me time, baby. Right. Like I want you to be understanding. I also want somebody to know how to talk to me, but also put me in my place when I'm wrong at. Like
that's the one. Let me have my way, but also, like, let me know that you can still lead. You get what I'm saying? Like, still let me have my way, but still be that man to put me in my place and let me know, hey, you get what I'm saying?
You need to check that.
Yeah.
You need to check that.
Right.
That, I want. I ain't gonna even lie, though. I love a laid-back man. Ooh. You too, sis. I ain't gonna lie. On God, I do.
I want like this.
I need a nigga that's in the cut. In the cut. Deep off. And I ain't gonna
in the cut.
I ain't gonna stay on no type of time. You ain't got no social media, but like you pop in, you pop out. Right. But like you know, like
not no one that's just like flashy and just doing the most on. So I don't like that shit. On God, I don't like that.
I like them laid back, chill, like stuff like that.
Right. What?
You gotta be fly. Ooh. You gotta have it on. You gotta have it on. I love it. Ooh, and you smell good. I love it. I just love. I love putting on clothes. So I just feel like, babe, when I step out, we gonna step out together. Like, let's just get fly and just go somewhere. Cause I feel good, and I feel like once I, get somebody to match my fly or whatever, like that's my. Yeah, I like that.
It's like you gotta be my equal. You get what I'm saying? Like, I know in some instances you do have to compromise, but like at the most part, like we gotta be, you know what I'm saying?
Right here.
We gotta be right here, bro. We gotta be right here. And that's another thing too. When you said understand where this person came from. You know what I'm saying? Their childhood, what they've been through. Like you gotta really get to know a person. And I feel like that's what a lot of people just kind of like, they skip over that part. Like I feel like you gotta learn your person. Really date. Like we don't just date like that. Like
you will talk to somebody think that.
Right, like no.
You gotta
get to know a person, bro.
You gotta get to understand somebody.
Right.
And you gotta help me with my orders.
Right.
Sometimes
you gotta be.
I feel like help me.
Right.
Because I'm gonna help you.
Right.
So like,
that's where the support comes in. Like if you by my, if I had you by my side, you gotta be supportive. You get what I'm saying? Like you know what I got going on. So yeah, like help me,
help you.
Right.
Because if I eat, you eat. We eat.
We all eat.
Yeah, we finna eat. They help me. that. And I said best friend already. But, like, you just really got to be that man. And when I say, like, I'm not really going to date too many. I want a man. Like, somebody that know how to step to me. Somebody that's going to treat me with the utmost respect. And I love to see a man treat his mama.
Oh yeah, definitely. That tells you a lot right there. The relationship that a dude have with his mom, that tells you a lot.
Yes.
Definitely. I agree with that.
I love it. So like it's a lot. You gonna have to step when you step, but you know, like you know. And I really think that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna say that's it because I don't want to give my whole list away, and then people be watching and be like, "I'm finna come like this." Like, no, get away. Get away.
This my man. My man. My man.
Like, yeah. So like, can't give too much away because I can't.
I feel you.
Yeah, like, what you got? What you got for me?
My question is, what does it, you as a business owner, what does it take to be successful to you? Your definition.
You gotta stay consistent. You gotta stay consistent.
Definitely.
You gotta stay consistent. You gotta have a mind, because like sometimes you want to give up, but you gotta know that you can't give up because you know what you can. I feel like I'm an entrepreneur because I ain't like working, so that's my number one thing. So I had no other thing. I didn't go, like, I went to college. I dropped out of college. Got a job. You know, that one for me. I hated it. Got fired. Didn't care. I knew won't never go back. Never. But I did not like that job. But
we fell fun and long.
Yeah, I used to like. But they started hating. They didn't want us to work together.
Oh God, them folks ain't want us to work together. They used to put us on opposite sides of the fucking store. Who does that?
That John Lane. That's what I'm saying. I knew I didn't want anybody to have the authority over my money to walk in and tell me you fired. Right. My money stopped then. Now it's making my life hard. I got to go out here and find another. Get what? The only person that can fire me is me. So I knew with me being the only person that can fire myself, I got to go hard. Right. I had no other, choice but to be successful. Right. So, like, I had to stay consistent. I had to do stuff even when I don't feel like running a business every day, but I have to. Right. So, with that being said, like, I just feel like number one, you got to stay consistent. Number two, you got to find what's for you. Number three, you got to be unique in your brand. Really think about your brand. Don't be out here really trying to put out anything, or you see this person selling this, or you do. I'm telling you, because if your heart ain't in it, it's not gonna last. It's not gonna last. Right. So, like, a lot of stuff you got to do to be a successful brand. Like, consistency.
You got to be self-disciplined, too. Because self-discipline, even on the days you don't feel like it, you still got to do it. You get what I'm saying? That's going to take you a long way, too. And it's like, it be so cliche to say these things, but consistency going to take you so far. Discipline. Self-discipline going to take you so far. And, like, them are, like, the major keys to running
a successful
business. Like, you got to keep that shit running. Like, no matter what's thrown in your way, you get up every day and be like, look, I'm all I got. You get what I'm saying? In the city, I'm all I got. So, look, I'm depending on myself. So, look,
you gotta go hard.
You gotta go hard.
And another thing is, you get to make your hours.
Right.
And let me tell you, people be like, the early bird get the worm. Get what? You can create your own worm. Right. And when I say that, like, if you know you got something to do, you got a business call in the morning, get up. Right. But me, I'm that business owner. I'm up 12 to 4 o'clock. Doing my orders. Finna go to sleep to 1.
It's so funny because we really opposite. It's like we trade shifts. You go to sleep, I'm waking up.
This your business, I'll be mine.
Right. So, like, some people, they different. Like, some people, they night owls. Some people, they early birds. And we prime examples of that. You a night owl. I'm an early bird. I'm getting up at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. You going to sleep at 2, 3, 4, 5.
But guess what? You handling yours, I'm handling mine.
Most definitely.
So, like, that's the beauty of being a business owner.
Right.
You can be like, you can literally do anything. It's no reason why your business shouldn't be successful, because I swear to God, you can get, I sell water.
Right.
I sell water to anybody on God.
Oh, God.
I'm up selling.
I feel like you can sell anything, bro. You can sell anything. As long as you market and brand yourself, anything is possible, bro.
And I feel like in that too, social media kind of plays a part in everybody feeling like they got to be an entrepreneur.
Ooh, you better speak, girl. You better speak.
And the reason that I said that this junk, it ain't easy. Sometimes I need a break out of my brain, out of my mind, out of my business. I don't want to touch an order. I don't want to talk to nobody. I just need a break. So with that being said, you sometimes need a break to recharge.
Right.
But like, people be feeling like being an entrepreneur is easy because you your own boss. No. Whatever you want to do is going to be easy to you. So like, just because I'm an entrepreneur don't mean you got to go out there and not be a doctor. Because I'm an entrepreneur, and social media making entrepreneurship look so easy.
Right.
No. Being a doctor easy when that's something that you love to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how you have to know your purpose. You got to know your life calling, because whatever is for you,
Gonna be for you.
It's gonna flow. Everything is just gonna flow.
And it's gonna feel so easy.
Exactly. It's not gonna feel like a job to you. You get what I'm saying? So that's how you know you found your purpose, when everything is just like, it just come with ease.
Yeah.
And you enjoy it. You enjoy it too on top of that. You get what I'm saying? Like, baby.
That's I got another question.
What else is?
What made you start Let's Grow Girl?
So, what made me start Let's Grow Girl? I went through depression for like 2 years. And when I came out of my depression, I remember like literally sitting in the bed with my journal. And I'm like thinking, I'm like, man, I want to do something to where I can help somebody who been in my position before. You get what I'm saying? Like, I know it's other women out here going through depression, who going through heartbreak, who going through things that they don't even talk about. If I could be that person that can help the next person, I want to do that. Girl,
and that's why I love you so much. That's why I love you, because one thing about that heart you got, girl, is golden. Girl. But go ahead.
Thank you, sis. I appreciate it. On God, I do. But so, like, I was sitting in the bed, girl, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to start a quotes page. And it's, like, to strictly help the next person. And when I started it, like, no followers. Like, I wasn't even thinking about I was thinking about the impact that I'll have on other people. You get what I'm saying? And so, like, over the years, of course, it has grown way more than I've ever expected. But, like, I did it because I wanted to be a help to the next person. You get what I'm saying? And what keeps me going, Chanel, is, like, when people be writing me and telling me how much I inspired them, telling me how much I done brought them through certain things or whatever, that literally keeps me going, because I'm like, girl, I understand where you coming from, because I've been there before. You get what I'm saying? Like, we've all been there before. Like, I remember being so depressed, down. You'll see me post a picture on Instagram. I'm happy, go jolly. But I'm so broken on the inside,
and that's
girl.
why I posted that video the other day. You can be smiling on the outside, but the inside of you crying. But I feel like what needs to be talked about too is let it out.
Yes.
Let it out. Yes. That's why I feel like I love your page so much. Because guess what? If I ain't feeling it today, I don't want to do something. Get on there. It's day 365. You know, last day of the year. You gotta get it. I'm like, boy, Let Grow Girl said, I'm finna get up. I gotta get up and go. That right there, and just to see that come from a black, beautiful woman, like the genuine.
Right.
Big on the genuine.
For real.
Like a genuine individual. Like this girl getting up every day, despite on what she go through behind closed doors. She getting out and she putting out motivation. And even when it just be motivation to yourself, you still putting it out, because somebody around the world is going through what you going through too.
Exactly.
That's why I love Let's Grow Girl so much, and I'm so glad you started it.
Thank you, sis.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I really appreciate that for real. And I'm proud of you too, though.
You're a dog. You're a dog. You're a dog.
But nah, I appreciate you though, for real. I appreciate you, like, I admire you because of the change. Like, Chanel, like, you really, like, did a whole 360 in the sense, like, you really changed. And to see where you came from to where you is now, bro, that shit inspiring. That shit inspiring, on God. That shit inspiring. I be proud as fuck of you. That's my motherfucking friend, and that's my sister. Show lives.
For real, though, because it did take a lot, though. Like, I'm still amazed at my journey. Because when I go back and look at my Facebook memories, girl, what?
Damn, did I talk like this? Like, what the
really
fuck was wrong with you, girl?
like that, acting like that. But my thing is, when life hit you hard and you had that humbling experience,
ooh,
and you ain't got no. I'm gonna tell you, you got two options right here. Either you change or you go through this shit again.
Ooh, that's the one.
And I knew I wasn't finna go through this shit again. I'm like, I ain't never feel my need get them home.
You ain't never had that humble experience.
Like,
oh God,
gave up.
That's the one.
So like, I had no choice but to do a 360 because I swear to God, I remember the last time I had a fight. I ended up fighting this girl, and I remember going home in the shower and crying. I'm telling God, I'm like, man, God, I don't want to fight no more. I don't want to put my hands on nobody no more. I don't want to get mad no more because it took so much energy out of me. Like, I remember, I used to fight, but I promise you, ever since I was probably kind of small, I did it because I ain't care for real.
Right.
But like, every time I used to fight, I used to have this feeling. Mm-hmm. And it was always bad. And I remember that last time I got in the shower, I cried. I prayed to God. I said, God, I promise you, I would never, if I don't have to, I would never put myself in position again to put my hand on another human being if it's not worth it.
Right.
Because the stuff that I used to fight up, it was not worth it. Like, that is not worth my energy. So if I can remove myself out of anything that takes a chunk out of me, I have to. So with that being said, like, I remember going home crying in that shower, and I promised to God, I told God, I can't go back to fighting.
Right.
Like, I can't, like, Father God, I need you to change me. Change me in this area because I don't want to have this temper no more too.
Right.
So it's just like the feeling that I used to get. So I had no choice but to change. And when I used to put out bad energy, I got that shit back 10 fucking
That's how the universe works. That's how it works.
So guess what?
That's how
I know how I feel to go through something tough. Let me change it up. Let me put out my good energy. Mm-hmm. But before I put out good energy, it can't be fake. I gotta be good within.
It gotta be genuine.
It gotta be genuine. So whatever I put out, it's genuine. On God, it's genuine.
On everything.
So like, I had to change within to get what I felt like I deserved because I was tired of going through the same life challenges. Mm-hmm. Like, girl, I probably think my transition probably started like really truly after I graduated Williamson. I made a promise to myself that I was grown. I was 18. If you fight again, you put your hands on somebody.
Bitch, you going to Metro. You going to the big jail.
I cried in the youth center.
You going to the big jail.
You feel me? I cried all night. I was waiting on my mama to come get me. I swear to God, and I made a promise to myself. I was 15 years old. I had to fight a girl press charges on me. I made a promise to myself. Mm-hmm. I would never see an inside of a jail cell again by me putting my hands on. I ain't got it up. Right. Now, I'm always say if I got to, I'm going to do what I got to do. But I don't put myself in those positions to even be on that type of time. So, like, it was a lot that changed me to the point I made a lot of promises. So,
and it's like, in a sense, you kind of like reaping the benefits of what you done put out. You get what I'm saying? And that's what you call growth too, because in a sense, like, it's like God will, He'll keep presenting the same things to you until you learn your lesson. I know that. It's gonna keep coming to you until you learn your lesson. And in a sense, I feel like you learn your lesson. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know it's always a consequence to every action that you do. So with that being said, like you knew, okay, if I fight, if I do such and such, you know what the consequence is gonna be. So like now you kind of like think before you do stuff in a sense. You get what I'm saying? You got to, bro. You got to.
That's what a lot
them
of
humbling experience, boy.
Be some experience.
I'm talking about knees get weak. I'm talking about, yeah, don't try to
you know how somebody pick you up?
It's so crazy because I had a similar experience like that too. Like I remember when I was living in Atlanta and I was going through so much, bro. Like broke. I ain't have a motherfucking dime to my name. I'm talking about broke.
I remember them days.
Oh God, broke as fuck. Car, my motor head went out on my car. I'm Ubering, paying $300 a week back and forth to work.
And that's a car note.
Working 2 jobs, trying to, girl, like it was just so much. I remember one day, came home from work and I got in the shower. I swear to God. It's like my knees just, like you say, your knees got weak, bro. And I literally got on my knees and prayed to God. And when I prayed to God, it's like my life kind of like just changed in the sense.
And that's how
it changed on everything.